I've been with Southwest 31 years. I started in 1977 in Lubbock as a ramp agent.
My name is Paul Beller. I've started with Southwest in November of 1978.
And then we opened Amarillo, and it was an opportunity for me to move into operations. So I put in for it, and I got it. So moved to Amarillo in '78, December '78, and I've been here ever since. The hot pants and the boots were what the ticket agents wore. And operations agents, we had gray pants, white shirt with an orange and gray tie, and a red jacket. I can't fit into it anymore. The last time I tried to fit into it, it was bursting at the seams. So.
We started operations in Amarillo December 12, 1978, but we all, 80% of us were new or better, and so we all went to Lubbock and trained for 2 or 3 weeks before we opened the station up. It was pretty exciting. We had the newspaper out, and they had us showing them how we de-ice, and they had these big motorcycle helmets, orange motorcycle helmets with face shielding. So they had a picture of all of us in the paper with our big old helmets on. It was pretty embarrassing.
Well, the first day, there were a lot of dignitaries here, the mayor and news media and such. I was a ramp agent, an operations agent, so I was busy getting my flights ready to go. But we had a big snowstorm a few days before. We still had a lot of snow on the ground. And of course the nervousness of working your first flights in a new station, you want everything to go just right. So I was concentrating more on making sure the 10-minute turn was made and not so much on being upstairs with the festivities. We
would work with just 3 people on the flight. There would just be 3 ramp agents working. So we ran. We would run to the tug, pull up, and we'd run back to the belt loader and turn the belt back on. And then one guy would take a cart to the rear by himself, and he would get up in the bin and put the bags down in the cart.
Well, a 10-minute turn, when I hired on with Southwest Airlines, I didn't know that much about Southwest. And when they told me we have to load and unload this airplane in 10 minutes, you're crazy.
We used to de-ice. We would de-ice the airplanes and, of course, load the plane, unload the plane, de-ice the airplane. They'd come back. They were lined up at the door. You know, you'd run, drop bags, then you'd run over there and open up the freight house and take care of the freight customers.
Most of the customers we know on a first-name basis, and they know us on a first-name basis. And for 30 years, you see the same people day after day. And it's more than just a customer, it's a real personal relationship.
We have a lot of new people, but I believe that the new people coming to work at Southwest, they have the pride to, they want to do the job right, and they show up. We don't have many people calling in sick, and people get to work every day, and they get out there at the flight line, they're all there, and they're ready to do their job.
Change happens, it's inevitable. And I consider myself fortunate that I've been in Amarillo this whole time, but I know that the way things are in the business, I've seen a lot of friends at other airlines that have had to move around the country to keep their jobs, and I'm fortunate that I haven't had to do that. Southwest Airlines has always been great at adapting, and the people of Southwest Airlines have always been encouraged to be ready to change and overcome.